guys, my name is Sarah.
And I'm Cian with Conservation Nebraska. Welcome to our new Upcycling Series,
Rehash Your Trash! Before we really get started, just a brief introduction to who we are and what we do. Conservation Nebraska protects our state's natural legacy by educating the public, supporting communities, and increasing civic engagement.
We decided to create this series to inspire people with creative methods of waste divergence. The more we're able to reuse, the less that goes to recycling centers, and the less that goes into our landfills, consuming space and contaminating natural environments.
Now let's
upcycle!
The theme of this episode is soft plastic, like the grocery and trash bags that millions of people throw away every day. This type of plastic takes anywhere from 10 to 100 years to fully decompose in a landfill, but the verdict is still out on this one since plastic bags are relatively new in human history. Regardless of the exact timeline, what scientists have discovered is the rise of microplastics now present in the world's ecosystems, including the soil, plants, animals, and even inside of us. Studies on the impact of microplastics are still evolving, but the most current research from Harvard Medicine suggests that the accumulation of microplastics in the human body could be linked to digestive, reproductive, brain, lung, and liver functioning, and could even alter our cells, causing cancer. If that was discouraging to hear, I have some good news for you. In recent years, researchers have discovered ways of reusing hard-to-recycle materials, such as plastic bags and styrofoam. You may have heard of the Hefty Renew program, recognized for their bright orange bags, which transforms these previously single-use products into a multitude of useful new items, such as new bags, lumber, and even playground equipment. Alternatively, you can upcycle. Most products made with soft plastic include creating plarn, or plastic yarn, and crocheting or knitting it into different forms. If you have never crocheted before, I promise it is quite simple to learn, and we will cover all the steps in this video. For today's project, we are going to make a simple square coaster out of plastic yarn. You won't need many supplies, just a good stock of plastic grocery bags, a pair of scissors, and a standard 8mm crochet hook. The first step is to create our plarn. Stack several grocery bags neatly on top of each other and cut off the bottom strip and the handles. Next, cut the rest of the bag into 1 to 2 inch strips. This doesn't need to be an exact measurement, just as long as they're roughly the same size. You will end up with several loops of plastic. To join them together, start with 2 loops and set 1 loop on top of another loop. Reach your hand under the bottom loop to grab the top loop and over the top loop to grab the bottom loop. This should create a secure knot. Continue to attach more loops onto the end until you have 1 long strand. Once you've looped all your plastic, roll it into a ball to make it easier to work with. To begin our coaster, take the loose end of your plarn and loop it around your first finger and thumb. Then, grab the strand to create a slip knot and stick your crochet hook through. To make our initial chain, wrap the strand around the front of your crochet hook and pull through the slip knot. Repeat this motion until you have a chain of 9 stitches. For row 2, skip the first stitch and poke your hook through the second stitch. Grab the strand on the other side and pull through just the stitch. You should have 2 stitches on your hook at this point. Then, grab the strand again and pull it through both stitches on your hook. Repeat this process along the whole chain. Notice that we are crocheting off of only half of a chain that is just 1 strand of plarn thick for this row. At the end of the second row, you should count 8 stitches. Row 3 is a little different from row 2. Before we start row 3, chain 1 stitch onto your hook. Then flip your work. For this row, we are not skipping the first stitch. Stick your hook through the entire first stitch, grab the long strand on the other side and pull through. Then, just like in row 2, grab the strand again and pull through both stitches on your hook. Repeat this for the remainder of the stitches in the row. Notice that in this row, we are crocheting off of a full chain stitch, which is 2 strands of plarn thick. Rows 4 through 8 will be the same process as row 3. Once our 8 rows are done, it's time to secure our ends. Cut off the excess plarn and feed the end of the strand through the final loop. Use your crochet hook to weave the ends into your coaster. Now, you have a lovely coaster for your drinks. And more importantly,
a new skill for upcycling plastic bags. You can use this new skill to create any crochet project you want. If you attempt more complex projects, you will probably make mistakes. But if you have patience, you will be able to create anything. Thank you for watching this episode of Rehash Your Trash. I hope to use my plarn making skills to make many more useful projects. If you make this upcycling project, make sure to tag us on social media with hashtag #RehashYourTrash. Make sure to subscribe down below and hit the bell if you want to be notified about the next episode or future events and webinars that Conservation Nebraska has planned. Thanks again for watching and have a great day!